Landman, it is over. Season 2 has ended. I'm happy, but I'm also sad because I'm going to miss it. But man, let's get to it. Tommy Norris, like I said, I thought would happen. He took total control from start to finish. This was his best performance on this show. Billy Bob delivered. And I mean, it was genuine. I felt like, as a father, I felt like, yes, this is what you do for your family. I loved it. He took total control. Let's just start with Galileo. He went in there and he laid down the facts, man. He put down the wood. And everything he said is actually like reality. All the things that can go wrong when you're drilling in the Gulf. 6 miles down. Galileo's just sitting there. And you could tell Tommy started laying it on thick because he wanted to get that money for his company. So he stretched the truth there. But he wasn't sure, but he convinced Galileo to give him that dough. And then he ups it $2 million, right? I think he went for $44 million plus $18 million. He laid down all this BS of how much return he's going to get him and all that, and Galileo bought every single bit of it. Now, I think the show, Season 3, is going to have to get back to some of that drama. We got to bring back the crime element, the mafia, the violence, because without that, we're kind of heading in a direction of like fairy tale world. So I'm setting it up now that there is going to be some tension between Galileo and Landman. It's going to happen because we need that drama. We need, like, when this show first started, man, here comes an airplane crashing on a road and blows up. Well, these guys are trying to take drugs out of a van. I mean, that's good stuff. And it's going to happen again. I can almost guarantee you. So make sure you're going to watch Season 3. Now, let's get back to some of the other things. Let's talk about Tommy and how he dealt with Cooper and those bullshit charges of him killing a man. Now, that's where I got it wrong. I was caught off guard when they said that rapist died. That caught me off guard. And suddenly, Cooper's kind of like falling prey. And I'm sitting there going, man, shut your mouth. Come on. You know, that's classic. You had the good cop, bad cop thing going on. So, they use that routine. And then, they're sitting in grilling him in the room. And I'm like, this is just ridiculous. He saved a woman from being raped, right? I mean, I was furious. But that's the drama. That's what happens. And now one of this character moved way up on the food chain for me, Rebecca. Because once she got that phone call, I loved it. Her foot was on the gas. She was smoking tires in that Mercedes. She pulled into that police department. She went in there, busted it. I mean, and man, she laid it on these guys. How did she do all her homework in like 3 minutes? It was like she knew the one cop had shot somebody 14 times, even though he was probably dead on the first shot. I mean, it was beautiful. And my other guy, Walt, I love Walt. Why he's in Tommy's back pocket, it's hard to say. They never really established it 100% except for the fact that the company Tommy did work for has paid, that department a ton of money. So I love it. Walt's just standing there. She goes up. Rebecca yells at Walt too. He just plays along. I don't even know if Rebecca remembered that Walt was part of the team. But anyway, that wasn't enough. Later in the show, Tommy comes in to deal with his last thing. He goes in there to the police chief. Walt's in there. The 2 cops are in there. Some other guy, I don't know what department he was in. And they're sitting there kind of like not really giving in, right? We're gonna prosecute Cooper. Yeah, they're kind of giving you that. And I wasn't buying it because Tommy just kept going on and on and on, and every point he made, right, was right. So he wasn't walking out of that room with those cops until they caved in. And that was a thing of beauty. Now let's get back to kind of the ending of this thing. To wrap it all up, Tommy gets on the phone. He gets a hold of everybody, right? And says, meet me at blankety blank at one of the wells. And, it was a way to get the whole cast, and it really felt good because the whole cast of all the characters that we've been building up, including our new character, Cheyenne, that was a shocker. Cheyenne spending the night, TL, right? It was like, whoa, that was another shocker. Wasn't expecting that. And, the development of Cheyenne, I mean, that's great, right? We got a stripper. And, typically a stripper backstory is, she's only stripping because the pay is good, but, she's going to college or she's got a career path. That's generally the way it works for strippers, usually. And they're playing that right perfect. Now, she's going to get a job working for the new company as they all meet. Tommy announces, we started a new company. We're going to drill all this, blah, 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 blah. And it was kind of funny because the whole cast is there, and it's almost like Paramount just got screwed because he gave everybody 25% of the company and the profits, I think. So it's almost like, hey, you guys all make sure you sign up because me, Billy Bob Thornton, I'm on for another season. And then they're all like, yeah, and then 25% raise. So the show's doing well. I hope you liked it, and I can't wait to see season 3.